name's Paul Cresswell. Welcome to Paul's Tackle Reviews. The purpose of this channel is to give you reviews of tackle that's been out on the bank, tried and tested by an unbiased, unsponsored angler, and that's me. Today we're back on an old favourite of pole rollers, and I've done some videos on my rollers, and I've certainly done the Gabolino one if you want to have a look at that. So, rollers, what do you need? Well, I'll show you what I started with in 1991. That's my original V roller. You put it in a bank stick. I don't even own a bank stick now, and that's sat behind you. Things have come on an awful long way since then. I think if you're fishing up to 13 meters, I think one roller is absolutely fine, and a double roller, and by what we mean by a double roller is it's got two spaces with an upright in the middle so that you can ship both sides if the bank's particularly difficult, but at 13 meters I'm happy just using one roller. Over 13 I think you need two rollers, and I think you need a double at the front, and I always tend to put mine about 2.5 sections back, and then a single one for the butt end of your pole further back, so that you've got more balance and you're not putting too much strain on the pole. You need something adjustable for height, ideally a good height that you want it to go to, and I'll put some photos in a bit. And I think you want triple extending legs, and I'll explain that as well. You also want something that's super smooth so that your pole can shift back. That's the new one I'm talking about today, super smooth pole roller. What isn't necessary, and this is just my view, is you don't need a middle roller that you can take off or slide about. I think that's just a gimmick. I don't see the point of it. I don't see, if I got that was removable, I would ever get up and remove it when I'm fishing. You don't need three legs at either end, and I'm picking on the new diver one here, but I think they're solving a problem that doesn't exist. You don't need spirit levels on it. It's not your box. I think you do need them on that. You can see whether it's right. It doesn't have to be precise. I don't think that you need a spirit level on your roller. You don't want something that's really heavy, and I'm going to keep talking about the Daiwa one because everybody seems to think that's the best out there. That weighs 8.5 kilos just for a roller. I don't think you need double rocking rollers. That's perfectly fine. I've been fishing now with the pole for 33 years, and I've never had a 4-leg roller, however high, blow over in that time. Now, you can hook a bucket underneath to provide more security. I've never done that. I've lived on the East Coast in North Yorkshire, and I currently live in the southwest where it's incredibly windy. I have never had one blow over in all my time fishing. I've never broken a section because one's blown off a roller in all my time, and I've never broken a section because it was over the roller and then it flexed too much and it caused a crack. So 14 years ago, that's quite unusual in the world of fishing tackle, I bought this pole roller, and I think I paid about 70 quid, I can't remember, and this has done me proud over all that time. It's been my #1 roller that I've taken with me. As you can see, it's a triple roller. They're fairly smooth. It has triple adjustable legs, so it will go, that one will go to a height of 110 centimeters off the ground. The width of the rollers is 63 centimetres. So it's done me proud. These fold in at the end. The problems with that roller, as you can see, you can't put it flat on the ground. The legs just get in the way. The leg mechanism is a little bit fiddly, especially in the cold. So you push that down out to there, and then there's a little grommet that you push in and the legs go out. And then they're locked in place and the legs go out as a pair. When it's freezing cold in the middle of winter, pushing that little grommet in to then close the legs can be a little bit fiddly. It weighs 2.4 kilos, and the only thing that's ever gone wrong is one of the tiny little end feet came off in the ground, and I glued it back on, and apart from that everything's worked as it should. Doesn't owe me anything, been a brilliant roller. There's thousands of these on the market. It was a really well made piece of kit. Now, one thing we don't always get to do is see tackle in the flesh anymore, because if you go in a shop, they hardly have anything out there, and a lot of them have stock in, and it's all locked away in a cupboard because they rely on mail order, and you never actually get to see anything. But I was in Bristol angling, excellent shop, and I saw not the double roller here, but I saw the single version of this Maver MVR X2. I had a really good look at it, and I thought that's exactly what I want for my next roller. So what's the difference? It's slightly wider. It's 70 centimetres from the end of the two rollers. These are different. They don't pull up and fold down flat, but they are slightly shorter than those. No problems with those at all. It has got spirit levels on there. I know what I said. I don't think they're necessary, but they're there if you want them. I think the big improvement is the leg mechanism. Now, first of all, you can see that the legs fold under, so you can put it flat on the floor, and I certainly fish venues where there's a bank behind, and that's going to be really useful. But each of the legs operates independent of the other. So if I take this leg here, press the top green button, that clicks into place. I can then extend that. So that's one extension, that's two, and that's three. And that's what we mean by triple extended legs, which gives you the height for the pole when you're using it. As you can see, nice, easy to use clips. And then when you finish, you press the other button, and then you fold it in, and it clicks and locks in place, so they don't fall down in transit. And I think that's a real improvement. And there are occasions where you might put this side legs down and leave these up because it's wedged against something. It just gives you far more flexibility. Full height, this one is 146 centimetres from there to the floor. I'll put the photo up now, which also includes the old roller, so you can see the difference between the two. So 146 is getting on for 5 foot. I can't see me needing to go higher than that. That works for me. To be honest, I've not really had any problems with the 110 on the old one, but I think this just gives more flexibility, and personally I tend to like my pole a little bit higher. It weighs 3.6 kilos, so we've gone from 2.4 to 3.6. It comes in a bag, which, as you'll know from my other videos, I'm never going to use. It's shoved away. It's quite a nice bag, shoved away in the back of my garage. I've got the mid-water bag for carrying all my rollers, and this still fits in, even though it's a slightly bigger frame. What are they? Well, I think I paid 80 quid. They're around 80 quid. You'll see them for that on the internet. So we've gone, I think we've gone from 75 to 80. We've gone 14 years. We've seen big improvements. I think that is excellent value. I've used it now for a few months and I've got no complaints. I've got no issues with it. The legs have worked even in the coldest conditions. It's easy to get things nice and level. It's an upgrade as you'd expect with the passage of time, and I think it's a really nice roller. I think it's a great price. Now you can spend a lot more. You can spend 120, you can spend £180. Are you getting anything more? You're certainly getting more weight. Do you need to remove that? I don't think you do. The choice is yours, but you don't have to spend big now to get an excellent roller. They also do a single roller version of this without the one in the middle, and that also looks fantastic. Based on that lasting 14 years, I've got no concerns about that. I guess the thing that's new is the leg mechanism. Everything else looks the same. Hopefully that will last. I've seen no evidence of it failing on me so far. That's it for today. If you want to give me a like or subscribe, I've got more videos coming. Now the weather's warming up, as you can see, I set up to do today's video, it then slung it down. I've got a brief break in the clouds and I've come out to do the video. There's 80 plus videos now on my channel, and if you've got any questions about this or any comments, put them below. Any questions, I'll try and come back to you as soon as I can. Until next time, tie lines.